So today I'm going to be doing a demonstration on how to attach your lidless binocular harness to your backpack. Some of the tools that you're going to need for this are a Stanley knife or a good decent pair of scissors, because you're going to need it to cut through some paracord, a lighter, and obviously your hunting pack itself. Right, so the first thing we're going to do is take our binocular harness, unwrap it, and then take out the components that come with it. So you're going to get a couple of these lengths of paracord. You only need two, but it comes with two spares in case you bugger the first couple up. It also comes with two of these black clips so that you can attach your pack, your binocular harness to your pack. Right, so the next part of this is going to be putting your hunting pack on. Put a little bit of weight in it if you want, so that it simulates what your hunting pack's actually going to feel like out in the field. You can do the installation without it loaded. It doesn't seem, I've done it a couple of times, it doesn't really make a big difference. But yeah, if you're wanting it to be 100% accurate to the way it's going to feel out in the bush with it all set up, just put a couple of things in there to weigh it down. But you want to set it up with the chest strap like this, and the shoulder straps fitted properly to you so that you're comfortable. And then you're going to be wanting to investigate your backpack straps. Try and find a location where you're going to be able to run this binocular harness. So looking for attachment points. As you can see, my backpack doesn't actually have many attachment points. There's a lot of other backpacks, most of them in fact have lots of attachment points over on the tops of the shoulders here. I've seen some of them have like little plastic D-shackle things sewn into it with webbing. Yeah, lots of places to attach things. But this is one of the most basic packs, and it comes with these two webbing hydration loops, which I'm going to be using for the installation of this binocular harness. So they're designed for hydration tubes. So if you're running a bladder in your backpack, you're going to run your hydration tube down into that hole, and it actually doesn't get in the way of the clips. So these are the clips that we're going to be using for the binocular harness, and essentially to put your binocular harness on and off, what you're going to be doing is just threading it into that loop like that, and then clipping it on, and that's what's going to be suspending the binocular harness. Now, if you've got a hydration tube in there, what it actually does is it actually works in your favour anyway, so you can have both running off these hydration loops. When you've got a tube in there, it actually opens it out so that there's a window there's a little triangle of space on either side of the hydration tube. So it actually kind of does the work in opening it out for you so that you can attach your black clips. So you can run both through those hydration loops. The next thing we're going to do is grab one of our bits of paracord. Okay. And thread it through the eyelet, which is in the back of the binocular harness. Right. Draw them out so that they're at an even length. There you go. Should look something like that. And do that for both sides. Right. So you should have both sets of paracord hanging out the sides like that. Okay. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take our little black clips, and we're going to go ahead and attach them to the parts on our backpack straps where we're going to want them to sit. Both sides. Right. Yep. Then all we're going to do is, starting with one side first, you're going to take one end of the two ends, right, and pass that up through this part of the clip, so the little D-shackle on the swivel. Pass it through there and pull it out. And then recollect the other end of the paracord like this, and then just let the binocular harness hang like that, right? And all we're doing is drawing it up as such until it's level on your chest with where you're going to want it to sit. So roughly there. For me, I want it up on my chest like that. And then I'm going to try and grab the two paracords near the shackle, like so. And I'm going to go ahead and put a little loop knot there, like that. Right. And then just don't pull it super tight because you want to be able to adjust this if it's not the right length. Okay? All right. And then that's set. So then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. We're going to find my two ends. I'm just going to grab one end of the two, put it through this shackle here, grab the two ends, and then take up any slack and level it off, and then tie a knot. It doesn't have to be exact at this point. We're just wanting to get it hoisted up. And then just, again, don't tighten it too much because we want to be able to get it undone until we're happy. Right, so as you can see, this side is a little bit lower than this side. So we can undo and pull out a little bit more slack so that it's a bit shorter. Sorry. All right, almost there. Going to do the other side now. Takes a little bit of playing around with it, but eventually you'll be happy with where it's sitting. Yeah, I'm happy with that. And then we'll move on to the next step. Right, once we're happy with where our harness is sitting on our chest like this, what we're going to do is make sure that that knot there is really tight. So pull on it really tight so that there's no give in it, like that. Okay. And go ahead and disconnect the clips from your backpack. You can take your backpack off again for this next part. We're done with it. So what we're going to do now is cut and burn the excess off our paracord lengths, and that's going to involve cutting just past the knife there, probably maybe about 5 mil to a centimetre past the knot, and then we're going to burn it with the lighter and melt it flat. Right, once you've completed cutting and burning, your binocular harness is pretty much ready for use. To stow this away, you're just clipping the two connectors together as such like that, and then throwing them in your backpack when you're done at the end of the day. And when you're wanting to attach it in the morning to go for a hunt, you're just clipping it onto those pre-selected attachment points on your backpack strap, like this. And throwing your binoculars in there. You can also put a cleaning cloth. I just get a little white rag and throw it in the bottom. There's plenty of room in here, and drop your binoculars in like that. As well, taking it off out in the field if you've got an animal down and you're wanting to do some butchering, it's really easy to get this all on and off. There's no lanyards for you to readjust and fit once you're putting everything back together again. You're just slipping out of your backpack like that. Simple.